Long before snow blankets the prairies, before winter hardens the earth and freezes the wetlands of the north, millions of waterfowl take to the skies on their long journey south for the winter. The voyage may take months. Many waterfowl travel thousands of miles before they finally reach their wintering grounds. Some will settle in the Chesapeake Bay, where dabbling ducks gorge on fresh wetland plants and divers feast in the bay.
Chesapeake Bay area is a very rich ecological area. I mean, it's an area with very rich soils, shallow bay areas. It's also an area that has heavy human use and human impacts on the resource. So our challenges are many in the fact that it's very much a working landscape, but one that is so very important to our waterfowl resources.
Millions will follow the Mississippi River down to the lower alluvial valley, resting on wetlands and feeding on marsh plants and waste grain along the way. Once they reach the delta, mallards and other ducks take shelter in the bottomland hardwood forests, where they feed on acorns and invertebrates among the green timber.
Some winters, there's probably upwards of 5 to 6 to 7 to 8 million ducks that utilize the lower Mississippi Valley, and probably one of the greatest challenges we face during many years is having adequate food resources to feed the waterfowl as they make their winter trip.
For many ducks, these forests are a final destination. But for millions of other waterfowl, the journey doesn't end until they reach the coastal wetlands of Texas and Louisiana.
Of course, challenges on the coast are many. We're losing coastal marsh. We've got that through the sea level rise. We've got important industrial interests that continue to cause challenges for wetland habitat.
In some years, as many as 14 million ducks and 1.5 million geese have wintered on the Gulf Coast. In the Pacific Flyway, more than 60% of migrating waterfowl spend the winter on the wetlands and rice fields of California's Central Valley. Here, pintail, widgeon, and green-winged teal flock by the thousands. Many will stay in the Central Valley. Others will simply rest and refuel before heading to their winter home in Mexico.
We've done a lot of work in the Central Valley, and during the Wetlands for Tomorrow campaign, we focused a lot of our efforts not only on restoration, but also on working with our agricultural partners, working with the rice industry in particular, and working with water. Water is a big challenge in California and throughout the West. Trying to ensure that water stays on the agricultural landscapes as well as our waterfowl habitats that are out there within the Central Valley and also in the San Francisco Bay. And again, in the Wetlands for Tomorrow campaign, we focused a lot of our efforts in that area, trying to conserve and protect that habitat.
Wherever waterfowl spend the winter, they all share a similar mission: the hunt for food and habitat on which they can rest, molt, and court their mate. Nothing is more critical to wintering waterfowl than this. It's imperative that ducks and geese store fat in the winter to fuel their migration come spring and ensure they arrive on the prairies in prime condition to reproduce. In many ways, the future of waterfowl depends on the quality of their wintering habitat. In every region, those habitats are threatened by wetland loss, erosion, and water quality issues. But in every region, Ducks Unlimited is there, providing wetlands for tomorrow on North America's most critical wintering grounds.